You name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Hey, 59!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
Hey, 31!
Check 3!
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
After the run, Watson going to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Oh, this is blocked. The Texans have got it. But he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he'd made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. But you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked. Because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
55. Watch the safety creep. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Watson now to throw. Out to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Third and long, it's Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Calais Campbell in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That one is caught by Hunt. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Logan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, But which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat. Yeah,
a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Go. 10-2 stop. Get it.
On first down, it's Logan. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, nice 7.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Who that?
Now.
2nd and 6. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Check three.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Go, Mike 51.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Alert 3.
24. Back.
3rd Throwing on third down, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 13. Check 13.
Watson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught by OBJ. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Ready, 30 base.
Double dog, that's the way.
Let's go.
2nd and 13. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
He's crashing.
Here's Watson, throwing on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set. 60 or.
Right here. Watch the edge.
Lead. Go.
On 1st down, it's Logan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get nervous now. We ain't beginning to
Two.
They'll look to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ready. Ready, welcome.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26. They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Beckham complete. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go Mike 34, Mike 34.
Watch out.
To the air yet again. Watson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Watson. He finds his target, Beckham. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, 31! Hey, 59! Crash!
On first down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson throwing again. It's caught. Beckham. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete.